Good morning everyone, my name is Crystal. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope everyone has a lovely day today. I'm here in my flat this morning, as I usually am. Alexa, good morning.
Good morning. On this day in 1862, writer Lewis Carroll told a fantastical story to a child named Alice Liddell, all about her adventures in Wonderland. The story would grow to include a Mad Hatter, a Cheshire Cat, a White Rabbit, and a Queen who was a bit overfond of lopping off heads.
I used to love Alice in Wonderland when I was a small girl. I used to walk to school and sing songs out of it. I'm late for a very important date. There was all sorts of Alice in Wonderland things going on when I was a child. As you get older, it's not so fantastic, is it? Right, Alexa, good morning again.
Good morning, and happy Independence Day to all our US friends, whether across the pond or here in dear old Blighty. Good news, so far there's no sign of Will Smith having to save the day from alien spaceships.
Oh, that's something else I wanted to say. When I was in the co-op yesterday getting my purchases, Sting's Illegal Alien was on. I'm an illegal alien. Was playing inside the co-op as I was getting my stuff, and I have been called an alien. I look like an alien. Well, if I look like an alien, well, what the heck? Alexa, what's the time, please?
The time is 8:13 a.m.
Alexa, what's the date today?
Today is Tuesday the 4th of July.
Alexa, what's the weather like?
Currently, in Rochester it's 15 degrees Celsius with partly sunny skies. Today, you can expect showers, with a high of 18 degrees and a low of 11 degrees.
Alexa, can you tell me a joke?
What's a horse's favourite sport? Stable tennis.
Right guys, so like I said, I'm here this morning in my flat. The sun's not out at the moment. I still feel warm because inside this flat it's 23.5 degrees. Outside it looks cloudy and overcast, and Alexa said we're possibly going to get some rain. So I've got trousers on today and I'll probably wear a small jacket. I'm expecting a phone call from my mother Jennifer, because I usually go up to see my mum on a Tuesday. Nothing has changed. I'm still getting random text messages from unknown people, and I don't actually meet someone face to face. But then I was watching a crime program yesterday evening where a girl from Greece, met someone off of Facebook, and she ended up being cut to pieces and set on fire because she would not agree to a threesome. She agreed to meet a bloke off of Facebook. He brought his friend in a truck, and she did not want a threesome with these guys, so they beat her up and cut her to pieces and set the body on fire. You don't know who you're meeting, you don't even know who you're talking to on the street, and sometimes you just don't know your family either. You have to trust your own instincts. You can't can't trust people. You can't sometimes even trust your own family. They turn on you. And a lot of it is financial gain. Some of it's sexual perversion, picking up women and thinking they can do what they like with them. Vice versa, women do it to men. So last night, after the last video I posted, I just sat down. I've got games that I play on my phone. Sticking to one game. I've got Scrabble to play on that Nintendo DS. Just watching things on telly. I've got DVDs to watch. It does get boring at times, it does get monotonous, but at the end of the day I want to keep myself safe. I have this person or persons that seem to think that I'm this person that I'm not. I don't know who they are, who it is, and I've just got to be careful. So I'm just going to go over to my phone, just check what's going on today. It's relatively quiet, not had anything remarkable. Alexa, LBC Radio.
LBC London from Global Player.
Have warned plans to prevent council boycotts of Israel could have damaging consequences in the UK and abroad. And energy suppliers have been warned to prioritise financial stability over paying dividends to shareholders. LBC weather unsettled with longer spells of rain in places and a high of 21 degrees.
LBC Travel, I'm Joanne Webb. Delays of about 4 miles on the M25 both ways, junction 10 of the A3. Those roadworks on the junction roundabout do continue, so that's the Wisley interchange. There are long delays as well on the A3, but especially northbound where that queue goes all the way back to Ockham Park. Also on the A3, but at New Malden, the road is closed northbound at Shannon Corner. The investigation works are still taking place. Long delays on the approach and on the surrounding routes. On the North Circular Road, westbound at New Southgate, there's only one lane open because of roadworks. The delays now of about 40 minutes stretch all the way back past Edmonton. On the Underground, there are severe delays on the Bakerloo line, a minor on the District, and also minor delays on the Elizabeth line between Whitechapel and Gidea Park.
LBC. The London Bath Company presents our customer reviews on the Which Trusted Traders website.
Customer service, 5 stars. Quality, 5 stars. Value, 5.
We don't want the adverts. So I've got no plans for today other than I'm waiting for my mother to give me a ring to see if she wants me to go up there or not. I've fed my cats, I've fed Max. Max is curled up on the sofa, and I've got ready to later on take Max out for a walk. So I'm just waiting basically. Now the sun's come out a little bit, you just don't know what to wear or what to do. Because I still feel hot. I still feel warm. I felt warm last night. I was up and down like a yo-yo again. I'm trying to keep cool. Right. So I've made myself a cup of coffee here. Got the fans on. There's one there, and one over there. I feel hot, which is a pain in the ass. When the weather is like dull and like not so good outside, but you feel like you're boiling in an oven. I do. My Alexa's not going to load itself. Right, so I keep you updated, and I'm waiting for my mother to ring. I've got up early because I basically could not sleep. I didn't get to sleep properly till 3 a.m. in the morning, and then when you finally do get to sleep, it's time to get up again. Alexa, puzzler. Alexa, puzzler.
Good morning. Welcome back to Puzzler. Would you like to play your daily crossword or hear the high scores?
Daily crossword.
Okay, here is the quick crossword of the day.
Clump of grass. It has 4 letters.
Alexa, moss. Alexa,
Clump.
M-O-S-S, moss.
I'm sorry, that's not the right answer.
Moss is not right. By the way, you can also
Alexa.
spell out your
Skip.
Okay, we'll skip this clue.
slight cold. It has 5 letters.
Alexa, next.
Okay, we'll skip this clue.
Traveled by air. It has 4 letters.
Alexa, flu.
Sorry, that's the wrong answer.
Blue wasn't right. By
Alexa,
the way,
F-L-E-W, flu.
Way to go.
garments lacy or gathered edging. Last letter, L. There's 5 letters.
Alexa, next.
Okay, we'll skip this clue.
Puffed, panted. Last letter,
Alexa,
W.
B-L-E-W, blue.
Here's a clue you haven't solved yet.
Mark beside a correct sum. There are 4 letters.
Alexa, tick. Alexa, T-I-C-K, tick.
You've completed half of the crossword. Time for the next question.
Slight cold. C. Blank, blank, blank. L. 5 letters.
Alexa, chill.
That's
Alexa,
incorrect.
T is not
Alexa,
right.
Alexa, C-H-I-L-L, chill.
Next clue.
Garments lacy or gathered edging.
Alexa,
Up.
F-R-I-L-L, frill.
Cracking stuff. This is your last clue.
Clump of grass.
Alexa,
La.
T-U-F-T, tuft.
Hurrah! You've got all the answers.
You did it in 2 minutes. 51 seconds. This was your 54th fastest time for daily crosswords.
Main menu. Would you like to hear the high scores, open shop, or exit game?
High scores,
Would you like to hear the daily or premium high scores?
daily,
Would you like to hear the daily or premium high scores?
daily,
Would you like to hear the daily or premium high scores?
daily scores.
You're currently 440th on the daily high scores, with a time of 1 minute, 4 seconds, 243 milliseconds. You are 0 seconds behind your nearest rival, sheepishly ignoring Liga. Would
Alexa,
you like to...
exit. I can't shout, I've got a sore throat. So if she can't hear me, I can't shout. My throat is sore. Alexa, LBC radio.
LBC London from Global Player.
Compared with before the pandemic, Drivers will soon be able to use an online tool to compare prices at petrol stations. Drivers of diesel vehicles were particularly badly affected. An increase in margins across all retailers costing an extra 13p a litre during the first 5 months of the year. The report urges the government to introduce a fuel finder scheme. Well, that would allow you to easily compare prices on an app. Let's go to Simon Williams, who is the RAC fuel spokesperson. What are your members saying about this? Good morning to you.
Good morning, Nick. Well, we've been saying this for a long time. Our members are always upset about the price of fuel, and obviously last year it was the number one issue in our RAC report on motoring research. The biggest issue that on people's minds as prices reach £1.91 on average for petrol and nearly £2 each for diesel. So yesterday's findings are good news because hopefully it will make a difference.
How confident are you that it will make a difference, Simon?
Well, the presence of a fuel finder isn't necessarily going to make a difference in its own right. You can download the MyRAC app now and save 6p a litre on average today. That is a price comparison tool which is available now. So in essence, I don't think that's going to make a difference on its own. But the key thing in yesterday's announcement, which was vital to us, we would probably have criticised if it didn't have this, was the monitoring of the market. So monitoring what's going on with retail prices, but crucially monitoring what's going on with wholesale prices. Because when wholesale prices trend down, as they have done this summer for diesel, diesel's been lower than petrol for 3 months, yet the price in the forecourt hasn't been. So they've got to scrutinise that and then have to have some kind of teeth for retailers to punish them if they don't move their prices down with the wholesale market.
What will the reaction from the supermarkets be? Do you think they will have learnt their lesson?
Well, when the CMA announced several weeks ago now that they were calling in the supermarket bosses and they hadn't complied enough, prices of diesel did start to drop down really quickly. So hopefully they have learned their lesson. They're so important in this overall fuel retailing mix here in the UK, in Great Britain, but in Northern Ireland where they don't have such a great presence. The price of petrol was 8.5p a litre cheaper at the end of May than it was in the mainland, and diesel was 10p cheaper. So things happen better in Northern Ireland with a bit of transparency. But so they definitely need to kind of employ those same pricing policies here in Great Britain.
Grateful for your time. Thank you, Simon Williams, as RAC fuel spokesperson. Let's pick up on that with Adrian in Glastonbury. Adrian, what do you think people should do? Do you drive? Do you make a point of trying to find cheaper fuel?
I do. My wife doesn't, but and it really annoys me. But I do because I'm in the industry, so I'm always looking at prices.
Yeah.
And I think the best way to punish the people that are charging too much is just to shop around.
Yeah.
I'm on my way now to Costco, where I'm a member, and I'm going to fill up my tank with fuel. And my membership fee at Costco will be covered within 3 tanks. So
Right.
from then on, I'm saving money on the other supermarkets that are charging too much.
Costco is a big cash and carry wholesale place, isn't it? Like where?
Yeah. And their fuel is always cheaper than anywhere else. They make sure it is.
What do you imagine you'll be paying today? Do you have any idea?
About 141, I think, for diesel.
Right.
So I think it is anyway at the moment. But yeah, so please shop around. Just encourage people to shop around because that's the best way to punish them. Don't go there.
I agree with that. Adrian, thank you. And I do. I mean, look, I'm very fortunate. I've got a few quid in the bank, but there's no way. If I know that I can get to a cheaper one by just driving another mile rather than going just straight into the first one I see, of course, doesn't everyone do that? Try and seek out the cheapest fuel? Surely you do. More calls coming in on that. Let's talk about Colin Pitchell. The idea that the government could veto the release of certain prisoners who are involved in cases such as murder or terror. Dave in Birmingham. Would you agree, Dave? Good morning.
I don't think ministers should be making that decision. I think if you've got a parole board, that should be well advised, and they make a decision. How can you take it to another group of people? I think the judiciary, yeah, but I don't think ministers. What happens if some political party have got an agenda about something or other that's 20 years, 30 years after some guy's been sentenced, and then all of a sudden they're going to make decisions on how long he should or shouldn't stay? I don't agree with that.
How much confidence do you have in our courts and our judiciary, Dave?
I think they get a slating, but they're dealing with a lot of people, aren't they? A lot of things going on. I mean, it must be really difficult to,
But I doubt, Larcy, you agree with the release of this man.
I don't really, but I think he should have been given a longer sentence. And what do you do if you give someone a sentence? He's been there 30 years plus, and if anyone wanted to change any of that during that period, you know, they should have changed it then, shouldn't they?
But doesn't that come back to my question of you? How much confidence do you have in the system? And I think you, like me, I don't have a lot of confidence. So it might take the government to stop a rapist or child killer getting out.
Well, let's just say, how long ago was he sentenced?
1988.
So is that 30 odd years ago?
Yeah. Well.
So are we going to try and go back over the last 30 or 40 years and say the judiciary were rubbish throughout that period?
Fortunately, thank the Lord, cases such as Pitchfork are rare. A double child rapist and killer, so there might not be that many cases. Dave, thanks for your input. We'll continue that conversation, taking more of your calls on fuel as well. Coming up later in the show, 99 Wine, the Sussex PCSO, refusing to respond to an alleged assault.
You need to get round to the co-op. There's just been a fight round there. I know you're not, but the sight of the car will make them scatter.
Then I have to deal with it, says the PCSO. More on that in the next hour. 8:31, breakfast with me, Nick Ferrari, here on LBC News Time. Thomas Watts.
The former Health Secretary Sajid Javid has warned much of the NHS remains frozen in time ahead of its 75th anniversary. He's calling for a royal commission or a major public inquiry to assess the potential for structural reforms. Ministers are being urged to think again about plans to impose fines on councils over boycotts against Israel. The bill is designed to stop public bodies effectively adopting their own foreign policy through sanctions and campaigns. Former service people who are homeless are now able to access support via a dedicated helpline. It's part of a programme working towards the government's promise to end rough sleeping among veterans. LBC weather mixed today with showers or longer spells of rain and lighter winds.
Right guys, I'm going to get off now. Like I said, I'm just waiting for my mother to ring and see what happens during the day, and I'll see you all later.